Okay, so let's do these questions now. So the first question is that if p plus q equals to 1, then we have to show that this summation from r equals to 0 to n of r squared ncr p power r q power n minus r is equal to n pq plus n squared p. Okay, this is like really weird. What can we do? Well, let's see. So first of all, we can write this sum. What is this? Okay, so this sum from r equals to 0 to n of r squared ncr, well, we can write that as r squared into n upon r into n minus 1 cr minus 1. So like this cancels, so just get rn, and then you got the other stuff, which is p power r q power n minus r. That's going to be the sum from r equals to 0 to n. uh, and we can do something more than that. We can write it as n into n minus 1 upon r minus 1, and there's this r obviously, and you should have n minus 2 c r minus 2, and then p power r q power r minus, wait, n minus r. All right, that is going to be the summation from r equals to 0 to n. Well, we can first of all get that constant out, so it's going to be n into n minus 1 into, so the summation from r equals to 0 to n, so it's r upon r minus 1, which I can write as 1 plus um okay, so 1 plus 1 upon r minus 1. Doesn't look really nice. I mean, no, that doesn't look nice. um what can we do? Hey, wait, maybe we should not do it just okay, wait, let's do it in a slightly different manner. I mean, it's still the same procedure, but we are going to do it in a little different manner. So it will be like the summation from r equals to 0 to n, and then I'm going to put r minus 1 over there. R minus 1 into n minus 1 c r minus 1 p power r q power n minus r, plus the summation from r equals to 0 to n, and then I will put 1 over there. Yeah, that should make sense. So like n, and then it's going to be n minus 1 c r minus 1 p power r and q power n minus r. Well, this series is like calculatable right away. So what can we do? So it's like n minus 1 and r minus 1, isn't it? Right. uh, what we should be doing is that maybe we should like just, okay, there's a problem with that. So we will be starting from r equals to 0, right? So n minus 1 see r minus 1, well, r minus 1 would be negative 1 for the first term, so that's a problem. So instead of starting from 0, we will start from 1, because notice the first term is actually 0, so it doesn't matter if you start from 1 or 0. Okay, so over here r minus 1 will be non-negative. That's nice. And what can we do? Well, this thing is a constant, so just take that out. So it's going to be plus n over there. And now what? So it's 1 to n, which means there are actually n minus 1 terms over there. And you got n minus 1 r minus 1. Hey, n minus 1 minus r minus 1, that's still n minus r. So that q term we don't have to change that, but that p term we do have to change. So we can actually factor out another p from that. So it's going to be n into p, and then you got r minus 1 over there. Okay, so now we are ready. So it's like r equals to 1 to n, almost the same thing as saying r minus 1 equals to 0 to n minus 1 of n minus 1 cr minus 1. So this thing is actually going to turn out to be np into, well, if you put 1 over there, you will get n minus 1 c 0 and p power 0 q power n. Okay, then n minus 1 c 1 q power n minus 1 p power 1, and so on. And then you will eventually get n minus 1 c n minus 1 when you put r equals to n in there, and you will get p power n minus 1 and q power 0. So this thing actually just turns out to be p plus q power n minus 1, which is 1. So this complete thing we don't even care about, it's just np over there. It's kind of nice. This is actually np. Okay, and what about this thing? So r minus 1 into n, and then n minus 1 c r minus 1 thing. So we can change that a little bit, like np plus summation from r equals to 1 to n, and it's going to be, well, we can take that n common, so take that n out. All right, and then you got r minus 1, and n minus 1 c r minus 1, that thing can be written as n minus 1 upon r minus 1 into n minus 2 c r minus 2, and then the remaining stuff just put dot 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 over there. It's like np. Okay, and then this is going to be n into n minus 1 out because that's a constant. Summation from r equals to 1 to n. This cancels, and wait a second. So when you put 1 over there, you get 0. So this thing would be not defined in that case. So instead of starting from 1, what we can do is that we can start from 2. Yeah, that will be much better, because notice that when you put r equals to 1 over there, the term basically becomes 0. So it's almost the same thing as not counting that term. So we'll start from r equals to 2 in that case. So it's going to be from r equals to 2 to n of what? It's n minus 1. Okay, that's common. And then you got n minus 2 c r minus 2, and you got p power r q power n minus r. Going to do pretty much the same thing. I'm going to take that p squared out. Yeah, that should make sense. It's like plus p squared, and then it's going to be p power r minus 2 and q power n minus r. Okay, so this thing is going to be np plus p squared n into n minus 1. And then what is this sum that we are talking about? So when you put 2 over there, you get n minus 2 c0, and then you put 2, so you get p power 0 and q power n minus 2 plus n minus 2 c1 p q power n minus 3, and so on. And then finally we will put n over there, so this will turn out to be n minus 2 c n minus 2, p power n minus 2 and q power 0, so like q power is just 1. So this thing actually turns out to be p plus q to the power of n minus 2, which is 1 to the power of n minus 2, which is 1. So we don't have to worry about that thing anymore. So this should be our answer. Let's see if we can factorize something. Hey, is that, yeah, it's okay. So let's just break this out. So np plus p squared n squared. Okay, wait, that's kind of weird. Is this something which we did which is not correct? Okay, and then minus n into p squared. Okay, so wait, there's still something which we can do. So we can write it as p squared n squared plus np into 1 minus p. And notice 1 minus p is just q, so it's like p squared n squared plus n into p into q. Is that the answer? Well, yes, it is. Okay, cool. So that thing's done. I will see you in the next video.